Yo, what's going on, guys? Bringing you round 2, day 2, Pokemon TCG World Champions 2018 VOD review. We got MalamarShrine, Diego playing MalamarShrine versus Lighter, playing BuzzRoc. That's what it is, BuzzRoc. Lighter playing BuzzRoc versus Diego playing Malamar Baby Attacker's Shrine. So this matchup is definitely favored for Diego, but I don't know. The power of Buzzwole seems to overcome many things, and this matchup is definitely not out of range for Lighter by any means. So we see him Ultra Ball for Rockruff immediately. Lycanroc is definitely like the preferred attacker in this matchup. If you can get down like a, if you can get out like a what's it called? Claw slashing very early. That's what you're looking for, definitely, as Lighter here. Max Elixir, that's what you're looking to see. Max Elixir to the Rockruff, and then Cynthia. So he's going to be looking for like turn to ideally start claw slashing on turn 2 and draw, I mean, as many prizes as he's able to. And then hopefully follow that up with a Sledgehammer from a Baby Buzzwole, and then whatever else he might need to close out the game from there. So he's got the energy attachment for turn. He's got a Remoraid. He's looking to Ultra Ball. I don't want to see him Ultra Ball here, because he should just be looking to Ultra Ball for Lycanroc or Octillery next turn. Ideally, Ultra Ball for Lycanroc and then Lele, well, depending on the top deck, and then maybe Lele for Guzma to get the Lycanroc in the active. This was another Max Elixir, so he could even hard retreat the Remoraid. So I really do not want to see him Ultra Ball here. I would like to see him attach the Strong to the bench, because maybe actually check the Max Elixir, see what the Max Elixir gives him. Maybe how would I actually like to see this go down? I definitely do not want to see him Ultra Ball. It's like the one thing I do not want to see Lighter do here. I think I want to see him attach the basic energy to the bench Rockruff. No. I want to see him check the Max Elixir. That's what I want to see him here. I do not want to see him Ultra Ball, but it looks like he's going with Ultra Ball. I'm curious to see what he's going to get here. I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big fan of that Ultra Ball there. Even setting up the 2/2 Auxiliary would be very nice. Or Ultra Ball away the Remoraid on the next turn, possibly. I don't like this Ultra Ball here, though. I would like to see him check the Max Elixir. If it hits, attach Strong, and then probably Ultra Ball for Lycanroc on the next turn, getting rid of the Remoraid plus his top deck, or Remoraid plus Lele if he top decks a draw supporter. So not a fan of this play here from Lighter. Would have just liked to have seen him play the Max Elixir and see what happens with the Max Elixir. This is kind of, I feel like this is not necessary. So we will probably see the, oh, so he's actually even going to set up the Baby Buzzle. Once again, I don't like this. He should just be going to Claw Slash immediately, and then from there you try and follow up with Baby Buzzle. You make him KO that first Lycanroc, and then you start Sledgehammering. See Psychic Energy to Diego's Hoopa, Flowstone to the bench, and then Sycamore. Got an Ultra Ball. He's got the Shrine. Probably looking to Ultra Ball for a second. What's it called? Hoopa. Oh, I was gonna say Inkay, but it looks like he's going for a second Hoopa. I would actually like to see him take an Inkay. You need to set up the Malamars. Those are the things that take time. So I'd like to see him go with a Inkay here. There he goes. He's taking the Inkay. He's going with the Inkay. Checking prizes. I'm not sure what his prizes are. I think the Marshadow is prized at the very least. I don't even know how many. He might play 2 Marshadows. There's at least 1 Marshadow prized. We see he goes with the Inkay, Ultra Balling away. I didn't even see what he Ultra Balled away. Blower and Guzma. And then he goes 20 Remoraid, 20 Rockruff. Now we see Lighter's top deck. He's going to go with Lele. So Lighter's turn could have been so much smoother if he just checks that Max Elixir. So if he checks the Max Elixir and he hits the Max Elixir on the Rockruff, then he can go attach Strong to the Rockruff on that same turn. 3 energy Rockruff already ready to go. And to follow up to that, he can go on this turn, Ultra Ball away his top deck, which is Beast Energy, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Also getting rid of Remoraid. Gets Lycanroc, bring up maybe an Inkay, maybe just KO the active. Who will probably take out this Inkay with the Floatstone. Bring up the Inkay with the Floatstone with Bloodthirsty Eyes. Attach basic energy active. This is all if he hits the Max Elixir. We got to check the Max Elixir first to see if you hit the Max Elixir. And then from there, that should change how your play goes. Said he gets his Baby Buzzle, puts it on the Baby Buzzle. Kind of just makes no sense. It doesn't really do anything. And then you can go Lele for Sycamore, play Sycamore. So he could have had a much cleaner turn, like a super clean turn this turn, if he had just played around that second Max Elixir and just seen what that had give him. instead of immediately committing to this baby puzzle. Like he snap started committing to this baby puzzle. He actually has the 2/2 auxiliary in the deck too. There's 2 auxiliary in there, so I almost would have liked to have seen him bench that Remoraid, and then probably instead of Leleing for a supporter, would have Ultra Balled away the Lele and the Beast Energy in that case. Evolve the bench one, Abyssal Hand, try and find a Lycanroc to those means. Maybe set up both auxiliaries in one turn. Like that would be sick. So actually, I really do not like this play coming out of Lighter here. I think it's actually pretty poor play overall with the BuzzRoc. So he got a supporter. I'm actually not sure. I think he got Sycamore, yeah. And he's got the Max Elixir going. No hit. That's fine. No hit on the Max Elixir. Turn's going to be quite a bit slower, and then he goes with the Sycamore. So he could have already had an Octillery set up. A big Rockruff about to go into a Lycanroc, getting ready to go. Now he's not quite in as good of a position. The Baby Buzzle gets knocked out very easily in this matchup. Yeah, once again, not as big of a fan as how he's going about this matchup as I would like to see. Both a Lycanroc early, just kind of pick your targets, one-shot a bunch of stuff early on. Then you get to utilize Sledgehammer fully as aggressively as possible. Now he's going to be able to punch it. He can punch this for 80, which is like okay. Two-shotting a Hoopa is not great. It gives Diego plenty of time to set up another Hoopa to respond to Lighter's Buzzwole. So he goes with the Cynthia over the Sycamore. I think that's fine. Diego has plenty of time. He just needs to get a Hoopa and an Energy this turn. He's not really stressed to get anything else. He puts the Shrine out there because Lighter benches the Hoopa. Second Malamar, and he's got the Nest Ball for a Hoopa. I don't know if he has any Psychic in the discard, though. Looks like no Psychic in the discard, so it might be a little bit slow to get the second Hoopa set up, which definitely favors Lighter here. Oh, here it is, another Hoopa in the bench. Actually, I didn't even notice when that thing came into play. So instead, he's actually gonna go for the Oranguru. That makes way more sense. I didn't even notice the second Hoopa on the bench already. Gonna do 40, 20 to Rockruff, and Lele takes 10 from Shrine. There we go. I would actually like to see Lighter start to focus down the Malamars here. Like to see him ideally if he draws ideally wants like Diancie Lycanroc, and then he can knock out a Malamar here. And then it's very possible Diego still can't get rid of this Buzzwole, and then Lighter can knock out a Malamar and then set up the other one for a swing around. So he gets a lot of options. So he has that now. He can very easily get the Diancie and then Lycanroc take out the Malamar with the Floatstone. So that's what I would like to see here from Lighter. Lighter, I'm not quite sure how to say it. There's the Diancie, so I assume that's what he's going to go for. No reason to get Diancie right now unless it's going to be to one-shot the Malamar on the bench. Lycanroc is eyeing it up, the Lycanroc as well. Let's go. Come on, Lycanroc. There we go. Lycanroc, bring up the Malamar. And I don't think he's attached yet. No, he attached to the bench Buzzwole. Whistle Hand for 1, and yeah. All right, so now I think we're getting a little bit better back on track. I think Lighter's first couple turns could have been a little bit smoother. He could have played without putting Lele on the bench. Like I said, going for the 2. He has both auxiliary in the deck. I don't know why you'd ever want to Ultra Ball Array or Remoraid there, especially when you look at your opponent's first turn and it's super slow. Or I mean, Lighter even went first, right? Yeah, Lighter went first. So there's like no threat of anything happening to like a Rockruff, even if you commit 2 or 3 energy on it. But I think we're getting back on track here in this second turn or third turn here from Lighter. As he takes out that Malamar. He definitely, now he's put himself in a spot where he can chase the other Malamar and make it like really easy for him to start actually take over this game. So we see Diego's going to opt to send up the non-damaged Hoopa, which I'm not a huge fan of because Lighter right here can just go into swing around and just take it out. I guess you're forcing him to put the extra energy on it, but I don't think Lighter really cares. But I guess you're getting one. Then you make it really easy for him to KO this next Hoopa. So what's going to happen actually from this is Lighter can now go swing around, knockout, and then when this Hoopa comes up, he can knock it out with Sledgehammer without it being activated, and then he has a clean Sledgehammer to then knock out the next Hoopa. So I think I would have liked to have seen Diego send up this Hoopa, do the poke damage, and then set up this next Hoopa to just one-shot this. Then you force Lighter to commit extra to KO this one. But now he doesn't really have to commit anything because he can just be like, well, he can commit 1 energy here, but he doesn't have to commit 2 energy to this puzzle, which he would have had to commit 2 energy to this puzzle or commit the Lycanroc to attack. if he had attacked with this one. So if he attacks with this one, this thing KOs it, but then he has to come up with a way to KO a fresh Hoopa, which is ideally 2 energy to this Buzzwole, which means he has to commit 2 energy to this Buzzwole instead of just attacking with it as is and committing 1 energy here. So that's 1 extra energy he has to commit somewhere. So I would have liked to see Diego send up this this Hoopa and attack with the damaged Hoopa, the already damaged Hoopa. We go. See the Ultra Ball come down. Looks like he's gonna get rid of double psychic. Probably grab an Inkay. I would imagine. I can't imagine him getting anything else here. He'll be able to put a psychic on the benched Malamar. He'll be able to attach to the active and continue to apply pressure to the Lycanroc. I don't know if he shouldn't hit the active. I don't even think he should have hit the active Buzzwole last turn. He probably should have poked the Lele so that it would actually be able to just get knocked out through shrine damage eventually, or being poked again to close out the game in the end of the game. So I actually don't like this poke here from Diego, because I don't think he's ever going to be, if he pokes this, how many times do you have to poke it to knock it out? If he pokes it 4 times, there's no way you're winning the game if you poke this 4 times. And you don't have any other attack you're setting it up by poking it. So actually, I really don't like this poke from Diego. I think this definitely should have gone on the Lele. This 20 damage should have definitely gone on Lele. Just set that up to like get knocked out through shrine plus poke damage. I do like him poking the Lycanroc for the same reason. So I would, on this turn, I'd like to see him poke Lele plus Lycanroc. I don't care if you get, like, if you get the 20 extra damage from weakness, it's not going to make a difference. Once again, I think these Hoopas should be switched. And he is going to poke it again. Okay, no, he's going with the Lele. The Lele should have been gone with before, though. Oh, no, he is poking it. Oh, he's poking this and Lele. Still, he should have been poked the Lele. Why is he poking this Buzzwole? You're not going to poke it twice more. Like, I don't actually understand this play from Diego at all. There's no way you get to poke this thing 2 more times. And if you do, you probably lose the game at that point. So I don't like this poke from Diego at all. Poke the Lycanroc, make it super easy to deal with. Poke the Lele, make it super easy to clean up. Should have poked, there should be 20 more damage on Lycanroc, 20 more damage on Lele. Instead, he's poking this Buzzwole still. I really do not like these pokes on the Buzzwole. I don't think it does anything. Like, I don't think this is going anywhere. Once again, I think this Buzzwole should be active with 1 energy, and this one should be on the bench. Because overall, it forces 1 more energy out of Lighter if he doesn't want to use a GX. Either way, it forces 1 energy. It's just, it forces it on the GX. The other way, if he only wants to use 1 energy, but it forces 2 energy on a Buzzwole if he wants to use the Buzzwole. So this is, once again, I think he should have gone with the damaged Buzzwole. Should be poking both the GXs. We see the Brooklet Hill response immediately from Lighter, so that's a really nice draw early on. He has to respond with an, and then has to follow up with an N. Not as good, but whatever. Looking just to swing around, knock this thing out. Because actually, this sets it up super well for Lighter from here on out to go swing around, knock this out. Then he cleans up this one with the Sledgehammer, and then he gets to use big Sledgehammer to knock out the next Hoopa. So yeah, there we go. Boom. Gonna get the swing around in there for the knockout. Abyssal Hand for 1. Always want that extra card. Boom. There it is. Knockout. And then when this thing comes active, he's just gonna go, okay, Sledgehammer, knockout. Swing around, double tails, doesn't matter. Be strong is too powerful. There we go. There's the hoop. Draw from Diego. Stretcher for the Malamar. Psychic active. So once again, this kind of forces nothing out of Lighter to it when Diego attacks with this Hoopa as opposed to a fresh Hoopa. If he attacks with a fresh Hoopa, Lighter would have to go on attach or attach. He would have to go on attach or attach here, but that forces out a GX into the active, which is what you want to see from Diego. So once again, I think the Hoopa should have been swapped with how they were attacked with. He's actually even going to set up the, well, he's going to set up the Oranguru because he actually has nothing else to attach to the Choice Band to. 2 Psychics. Well, he's got the double recharge. Put them both on a Hoopa, so that's nice to see. But the still setting up fine for Lighter on Lighter's side. Diego's definitely going to look for a Uzma in 2 turns. This is what I was saying. He's never going to actually poke down this Buzzwole. He's coming up to knock it out. Like, so the poke damage makes no sense on here. It should have been spread out between these two a little bit more. The poke damage on the Buzzwole just makes no sense. If you sit there and poke 4 times, you only do that if your opponent is actually doing nothing. But Lighter was doing more than something. So first prize for Diego. It's just, this should be fine for Lighter. He should just go into getting another baby Buzzwole on the bench. And yeah, that's all he needs. All he needs to grab is a baby Buzzwole, put it on the bench, and then Sledgehammer, knock out the active. Hopefully he has a 3rd baby Buzzwole. Yep, there it is. Get it in. on the bench. Maybe look to set up another Lycanroc, actually, eventually. I would actually like to see this energy probably be attached to his Lycanroc so he can Claw Slash with it. Because he should be able to find an energy on his next turn. He even has a B strength, so yeah, like that. Attached to the Lycanroc instead, set up the Claw Slash. Because you know Sledgehammer always takes 1 energy. You should be able to find one over 2 turns. There we go. Sledgehammer and knockout. And that's exactly what I was saying was going to happen is happening. Diego here really should go for a Guzma play if he has the option. I don't think he had the option in hand. He had Lele, but you really don't want to put Lele in play. So if it costs the Lele, I wouldn't put it in play. Hoopa's coming, Wobbuffet's coming into play, which is actually another reason to have seen the damage piled up. I didn't even know he played the Wobbuffet right now until he plays it. Another reason to have piled the damage more on the Lycanroc and the Lele than punching the active Buzzwole was it 2 or 3 times. Stack the damage here so the Wobbuffet can like get a knockout later on against them. Use the Hoopas to deal with the Buzzwole, and then Wobbuffet gets to come out and actually cleanly deal with the GXs, which is actually like super nice to see the Wobbuffet come out right now. Also shuts off the abilities from Lighter. They'll shut off that Octillery. You could do like a play where you go Guzma knockout or even N knockout, and then he doesn't get access to his Octillery. Charging up another Hoopa here for Diego. So we need 3 prizes from Lighter. So all I want to see is Lighter set up a game plan that allows him to draw 3 prizes. Should see Sledgehammer here. Their damage is stacking up once again through the Shrine. So we should see Sledgehammer here. But actually the rest of Lighter's hand isn't great. He did Ultra Ball away an N. I didn't see what the rest of his hand was at the time, so I don't know if I think that was worth it. I am glad to see him using this Beast Ring. Should probably just take 1, but depending on how many are left, 2 is definitely reasonable. Because now Diego can't really just chase Lighter's Lycanroc and just knock that out. Take him off Beast Ring, take him off Sledgehammer, and leave no attackers left for Lighter. Lighter will at least have the Swing Around. He can at least go into Swing Around. So there's the Sledgehammer for the knockout. He's 2 Max Elixir in hand, so all Lighter needs is a attacker here. And I think he'll probably be able to close this one out. But yeah, all he needs is quite literally an attacker. All he needs is something to attack with. And we do see the Guzma from Diego, so we should see him chase. Yeah, chases the Lycanroc, shuts off Sledgehammer, shuts off Beast Ring. And that's why Lighter responded by attaching the extra energy to the Buzzwole, because he wants to be able to get knockout still, even if Diego has this play, which Diego does. We see Diego charging up Wobbuffet, and he charges up the Inkay because he wants something to be able to free retreat off of. And there's the knockout for the Hoopa on the what's it called? Thing. So Swing Around isn't great into this here, so we're probably gonna look for a Guzma here from Lighter, probably on the Malamar, but I actually wouldn't hate to see it on the Inkay. It does, no matter what, it resets the Hoopa. Yeah, I guess you'd want to look for the Malamar KO. Then I don't know what I'm talking about with the Inkay kill, but you really do not want to hit into the active. What are you doing? 120? No. Yeah, I guess you could hit for the active, but you have to attach the strong active, which you actually really don't want to attach the strong to the active, because you ideally want to attach that to a, like what he just drew. If you draw an attacker, that's what you want to look to set up, because that'll actually close out the game for you. But actually, it's pretty risky to set up the Buzzwole here. He maybe has to hold off on this until the next turn. I think he was counting Guzmas real fast on Diego's side. So I'm not a huge fan of this. But I don't know how many Guzmas. The Lele is in Diego's discard pile. I don't know how many Guzmas are in Diego's discard pile. So that's the big one there. Or Hoopas. Hoopas is another thing, because currently it's nothing on Diego's board. 1 shots a Buzzwole. So there's another Max Elixir. 3, 6. Oh, whiffs that one. So that's actually huge. This means he can't like comfortably attach the strong to the active and still have an out to KOing Diego's thing. What's it called? So he goes attached to the bench. I don't know what he's thinking here. Bissell for 3. Goes with, I don't know what he just used there. A Brooklet Hill, I guess. He should have Brooklet Hill first for Rockruff, actually. I didn't even realize. Wait, oh, he just gets the Brooklet Hill, actually. I think he just pulled the Brooklet Hill. Yeah, he just pulled Brooklet Hill. I'm not sure what he's going to go for here. Swing Around, but he needs 2 heads. Oh, wow. Okay, well, when he needs 2 heads there, right? Yeah, he needed 2 heads. So he's living off of 2 heads there. Yeah, I like it. All right, yeah. So I actually like, no, I like the way Lighter ended up playing that out. He played it out with sending up that. Let's see, what did he do? He sent up Buzzwole, knowing he could attach strong, 1 heads, knockout. And then Diego actually doesn't have a response to that currently on board. He's like actually out of Hoopa. And then if he top decks a Pokemon or gets a Pokemon, he has the double Max Elixir to set up another attacker. Yeah, I like the way the way Lighter played that out, actually. I don't know if I would have gone for the double heads or if I actually would have. I think I would have actually attached a strong energy to go for just the one heads needed to take the knockout. Because currently, actually, Diego has no way to even respond to that, let alone something else. Well, that actually responds to it. Okay, so we'll see how this ends up going here. Treasures away. He was maybe out of Guzma, and that's why Lighter felt comfortable putting the GX in play, though. Attach. So we should see the GX attack here from Diego. He's got 4 cards left. Not a Guzma. He does find the end. Looks like 5 cards left, actually. So that's actually a big deal. So from Lighter here, we're going to have to see Lycanroc. I think Lighter's pretty favored to actually draw into it here. There's the GX attack. He needs Guzma energy. I think Lighter's pretty favored to actually draw into that here. Thinking about setting up the Lycanroc. Or the Rockruffs. Ends up with the Rockruff active. I don't actually... is a Rockruff active correct there? I think he's relying on Guzma, maybe? I don't know how many Guzma he has left. So it's tough for me to judge because I don't know how many Guzma... He has 1 Lycanroc left. He still has he knew he drew Super Rod, though, which I think actually should change things in his head. Because then if he knows he draws Super Rod... Because Super Rod was his first draw, I believe. Super Rod was in his hand. I don't know what his top deck was. Because that means he can Super Rod, put 2 energy and a Lycanroc back in the deck, and then Abyssal Hand, which means he has 2 outs to Lycanroc. So I think he has equal outs probably to Guzma and Lycanroc there. So then Lycanroc becomes the better out. He just needs to get Lycanroc energy, and then Buzzwole wins the game. So I actually don't like him setting up. Let me confirm that this is Super Rod in his hand. Yeah, he top decks Lycanroc. So he definitely should have sent up Buzzwole. 100% should have. No, with the Super Rod in hand, when he's choosing which Pokemon to send up, he 100% should have sent up Buzzwole because he he can have at the very least Super Rod in 2 basic energy and a Lycanroc and have 2 Lycanroc plus 2 basic energy in his deck for the outs of Lycanroc, evolve to Lycanroc off the bench attached to Buzzwole, bring something up, knock it out. So I think that's a mistake there from Lighter. He can also get Guzma basic energy. Oh no, I guess if he gets basic energy, yeah, he can get Guzma basic energy. Or even Beast Energy. I can think the Beast Energy's gone. Guzma basic energy, attach basic energy, lay like Guzma up there, Oranguru, retreat, Jet Punch, knockout, Oranguru. So actually, I really don't like this play at all from Lighter. Once he sees he has the Super Rod in hand. Once he sees he has the Super Rod in hand, because that's the first card he draws, so that's his end to 1. He should 100% have sent up Buzzwole. Once he sees the Super Rod, he should 100% send up Buzzwole. Now he's in a tricky spot now though with his current hand. It's not too bad actually. He should actually Super Rod for 3 energy and then Abyssal Hand for 4 now that he's at this point. And he's going for the 3 energy. So it's actually not too bad. He has Abyssal Hand for 4 and hopefully hit a basic energy or any energy. Then he retreats, evolves to Lycanroc, KOs Oranguru. That's not too tricky of a spot. Just don't evolve to Lycanroc first. Don't evolve to Lycanroc first. Abyssal Hand. Just need 1 energy. Just need 1 energy here. Come on, energy. Yeah, Guzma works too, actually. So there we go. Guzma, Oranguru, Jet Punch, knockout. So initially I was just a little skeptical of where is it? This play from Lighter, but I actually think this was not this play. Let me find it. This play here. This play here. I was a little skeptical initially from this one from Lighter, but I actually think this was probably just the way to go with was just to send up the baby Buzzwole because you're hoping to top deck a Pokemon to use those max elixirs on, and he checked Diego's discard pile. And I think he confirmed he was out of Guzma, or at least only had 1 left. So he was like, okay, let's go for it, which I'm fine with. So I think this was the correct play from Lighter here. And then hopefully he was hoping both max elixirs hit here so he could attach to strong actives to only need 1 heads to KO the Malamar. Whiffs that, and he's like, okay, commit strong to bench because you need it because this can probably get knocked out on the next turn is what he was thinking. Yeah, the Dawnwing system to knock out. So I was initially skeptical of this play here from Lighter, but I think the way he played it out was correct, actually. Check the max elixirs, 1 whiffed, whatever. Now you have to commit the strong here. It sucks, but I can't do anything about it. And then he does end up taking game 1 through the... I do think he made the mistake at the end, though. Once you see Super Rod is the current card in hand, knowing you can shuffle Lycanroc back in your deck... and he ends up top decking Lycanroc. So if he had actually just sent up Buzzwole, he would have just won. But knowing you can shuffle Lycanroc back in your deck, I think it's 100% the correct play to the other Lycanroc back in. I think it's 100% the correct play to have sent up Buzzwole there from Lighter. I don't like him setting up the Rockruff, and I think that the first turn could have also been cleaner from lighter. From Diego, there was the mishap with the which Hoopa to send up, and then the snipe damage was also weird. So hopefully we see a little bit of a cleaner game too from these guys. I don't think I skipped the full game, did I? No. Wait, did Diego win? Did they mark Diego winning? Did I miss something? Oh no. Lighter one get one. I was like, wait, hold on a second. All right. So great opening 2 Pokemon here for Lighter. If he gets a strong or a beast, and Diancie with the strong or just the beast, he can get an early knockout on this Inkay. Still a good start here from Diego so far. A Rangaroo plus 2 Inkays. He really wants to see a Hoopa here though, and that is not a great follow-up hand. Oh no, there's the treasure. So we should see him grabbing a Hoopa here. Maybe just another, what's it called though? Oh, it looks like he's gonna, is he eyeing up the Marshadow? Did he grab a Marshadow? No, he goes for another Inkay. Okay, so he's confident he's gonna be able to move his active next turn. Or he's just not afraid of Lighter actually knocking anything out. Lighter's turn, we see the Remoraid, Buzzwole, Energy, Max Elixir. Actually, pretty poor hand here from Lighter. He at least hits the Max Elixir. That's like some good news for him. We'll probably see him attach active and then just Sledgehammer for 30. Knowing it's possible that the Inkay gets stuck active or forces the energy attachment to retreat the Inkay gives Lidar something. So yeah, attach active, Sledgehammer for 30. Because Diego's start was far from stellar. That's for sure. Sycamore for 7 from Diego. Even looks like the follow-up is not great here from Diego. Yeah, this is not... he gets the Hoopa, but he has no way to actually attack this turn. Second Malamar. I don't think he has any Psychic in the discard pile anyways. Ultra Balls it away. It looks like he might be just giving up this Inkay right off the bat. Goes for another Hoopa. I don't think he has a second Psychic in the discard pile. If he did, then he probably definitely should have looked to triple snipe the Remoraid. Okay, draws into a psychic there. Now he can attach retreat. All right, ends up not being too bad for Diego. Looked really rocky on the start, but not too bad in the end. Okay, I don't like that. Why aren't you sniping the Remoraid? You know, so your opponent just went draw, pass, and sure they had the Remoraid, but what if the Remoraid, they just have the Remoraid and don't have artillery? I really do not like that snipe. You're never gonna KO this Buzzwole through snipe damage. It's not gonna happen. I would be very surprised. It might happen, and then I look like an idiot. But I'm pretty confident it will not happen. Stop sniping Buzzwole. Start sniping important things. Remoraid's snipe 3 turns. Snipe this Remoraid out of the game, especially if he is actually dead drawing. He does top deck the Ultra Ball, so he's actually going to be back in it. Don't go for Lele. Definitely go for an Octillery, unless you prize both, which is possible. There's the Octillery. Do not grab Lele. Always grab Octillery here. You're playing against a Shrine deck. GX knockouts are super important, and he can kind of just feed off. I really don't like this. It's so unnecessary here from Lighter. You don't need to draw that many cards. Just take the Octillery and draw 5. You have a Fighting Energy in hand. Attach it on the active, and then go Octillery for 5. Don't get a Lele. Don't put a Lele in play. It's super unnecessary. You don't need anything this turn. All you need to do is attach to your active, and then have some kind of follow-up throughout the rest of the game. And Octillery gives you that. That's enough. That's all you need. The Octillery does it all. He already got a Shrine out too. You're just letting yourself take the Shrine damage. I really don't like this play from Lighter. It's a slow matchup. It's a lot of one prize attacking back and forth. It's a long game. You don't want to put a GX in play. This might actually be... I mean, they don't have that much time left. I didn't even notice that the game one was super long. They only have 14 minutes left. But this could definitely ruin or... Whoa, and he actually Sycamores away the Fighting Energy. I don't like that either. Just attach it active, commit another energy active on the next turn. Sledgehammer to swing around for the knockout. He's definitely going for Strong / Beast and Diancie. He doesn't hit it, so now he wasted an energy attachment. He's thinking about Ultra Balling to now get the Octillery, which I do like now. Now this play is still correct to get the Octillery. He should have just got the commit to the Octillery before. You really don't need more than to draw 5 cards when you have the energy attachment, which he didn't even attach to his active, which I think he definitely should have. Now we should see the energy attachment active. Goes to the Rockruff. So he's like super slow on being able to take knockouts this game. It's going to take him forever to start taking knockouts. Gets the Brooklet Hill. Counter Stadium. Should search out for the Diancie. There it is. So he can hit for 50 this turn, but he has no real clear way to knock out the active on the next turn. So I definitely would have liked to have seen him Attach active still. Just go for the swing around. It's actually not that bad. He's gonna go 50, so he's looking at 3-shotting this Hoopa. Yeah, so still, once again, I really do not like that play from Lighter. The Lele super unnecessary. Attach the basic energy to the Buzzwole. Fizzle hand for 5. Don't put the Lele in play. It's a super big deal in matchups like this where it's a lot of one prize attackers going back and forth. Field Blower from Diego. And once again, 20. Goes 20 to Rockruff. So I'm fine with 20 on Rockruff. And then he goes 40 active. So this, in the current situation, he actually might snipe this 4 times. So I'm fine with this. Because of how Lighter played it, though, it's only because Lighter didn't commit the second energy to the active that Diego can possibly snipe the active 4 times. So usually this shouldn't be a possibility, and we would have liked to have seen him snipe the Lele, probably. But because Lighter decided to not commit the energy on the active, we're currently looking at a possibility. We do see the Guzma energy here from Lighter, though, so we might see a GX attack. And I wouldn't mind seeing... Oh, he's going for the Beast. Oh, wait, did he get lucky enough to draw 50, 80? No, it still doesn't even knock it out. I don't know why he's committing Beast energy here. Now I'm confused again. Oh, wait, does it KO it? 60, 80. Oh, it does. Oh, but he needed to draw just the beast. That's not something to rely on. No, I still don't like how Lighter played it, because he has to draw beast energy, right? His strong energy wouldn't have, you're not relying on trying to draw your one of beast energy. Still don't like how that ended up on Lighter side. Still not a fan. All right, another Hoopa comes down. We should see it looks like a Sycamore here from Diego. He's gonna get that knockout with attacking with the Hoopa. 130. Knock out your Buzzwole. Goodbye, Buzzwole. Should see Lycanroc come up here from Lighter and go into GX. Knock out this Hoopa. Sucks to use the GX, but actually it's not too bad. You don't really have anything better to use it on. Should see grab him grab a Rockruff for another baby Buzzwole here. Off the Brooklet. Gonna go with the Rockruff. I don't know what his options were. He has a Cynthia in hand, it looks like. Max Elixir. He has an energy as well, so he should be... I think he has Lycanroc as well. No, he does have Lycanroc, yeah. So we should see, Max Elixir first. Try and put it on the Rockruff, most likely. Maybe he'll go for the Buzzwole. I'm actually curious what he goes for. Yeah, I like that. Try and set up a second Lycanroc to use with Claw Slash. So there we go. Boom. Lycanroc, no ability. Strong, active. And then, yeah, N. It's fine. He could have just landed for 1, but there's a possibility he can draw on the other side of this N, which you'd prefer. If it's just 1 card, I'm fine with this. Abyssal Hand on the other side of the N, or attempt to. Rather build up for your next turn if possible. He can attach Choice Band active, or probably better on probably best on the baby Buzzwole, actually, I think. And then yeah, we'll see him go boom, GX knockout. Not the most efficient attack. It's a lot of damage to just KO a Hoopa, but he really needs to actually he needs to do it. He needs to start taking knockouts aggressively. That's fine. We see Brooklet Hill from Diego. Sent up Malamar because he's got the Float Stone. Gonna at least set up the Hoopa to take a hit. He really needs to find a Choice Band here, or he could go for a Guzma play. It looks like he might be going for a Guzma play. Guzma Octillery. Guzma the Lele. Trying to think about how I feel about that. He hit Choice Band would be way better. But, well, I don't think that was intentional. So he hits the Lele. So he hits the Lele. We see the Guzma from Lighter bring up the bench Hoopa. And then he's able to get the Claw Slash knockout. I'm not a huge fan of that from Diego, because this allows this Lycanroc to just do that much more work. Yeah, so not a big fan of that play from Diego. I think he should have just hit the Lycanroc out of play. Don't give Lighter so much time to like come up with other ways to win the game. I guess this means Diego can... I think Diego's trying to have this Lele get knocked out through Shrine, which it is possible it might happen. He can hit this. So it's really going to come down for Lighter to come find counter stadiums here, actually. Because I mean, the game plan actually might work from Diego. Yeah, I actually don't hate this from Diego. And once again, like, this is one of those decks actually where I just don't actually have that much experience with this kind of deck. I think that's actually probably correct from Diego, because he knows he can hit that for sure, and Lighter's gonna have to move it, and you're hoping the Shrine sticks in play from there. And then you bring up the next Hoopa to hit the Lycanroc, and you're hoping for the same thing. Shrine kind of just knocks it out, whatever. So yeah, no, that makes sense from Diego. Once again, like this deck particular, like I don't have a ton of experience with the. I don't think I've played a single game with Baby Hoopa, MalamarShrine. No, I actually kind of like that from Diego though. And it looks like this round was cut short, so I don't know who wins this. The VOD I'm looking at ends up getting cut short here as it's about to cut off. So I don't know who ends up winning this. If I had to guess, let's see, he's going to put a 170, 180, 190. Then he could follow up with another Guzma knockout. I would assume Diego wins if I had to guess. Because we see he has Shrine in hand. So these will actually both get knocked out going back into Lighter's turn. So specifically go to 160, 180. 190. Yeah, these will, if Diego literally has Guzma knock out anything off the bench, he actually just wins next turn through Shrine. If Shrine sticks as well, though, so it's if Lighter doesn't have a counter stadium, because then the Lycanroc would get to live an extra turn, if I'm correct. 180, 190, yeah. So actually, I favor Diego as of right now. We'll never know. I mean, some of you will know. I don't know. I could go look it up. I'm a little lazy about that, so I don't think I'm going to. But we'll leave it in mystery. If I had to guess, though, I would say Diego's gonna win this one. Yeah, like I said before, like I think this play actually looks correct from Diego. For initially to me, I was like, what? That seems so unnecessary. Just get rid of Lycanroc. But yeah, Diego definitely has more experience with this deck than me, and that play definitely makes sense. Actually, I like that Guzman. Actually, the more I'm seeing it play out, I'm like, oh yeah, actually the Shrine damage does catch up with both of them, and then he's able to will ideally be able to clean up both at once. Once again, though, going back to Lighter's turn 2, this Lele shouldn't even be in play, so this shouldn't even be an option for Diego. I do think that was a pretty big misplay that I said might come back to bite him, and it looks like it is here at the end of this game. Yeah, I really do not like that play from Lighter when he put that Lele in play, but I talked about that on his turn 2 when he did that, and it is looking like it'll come back to bite him. We'll never know, or I'll never know who won though, as of right now. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, even though we didn't get to see the end of it, which kind of sucks, I would bet that Diego wins this, but and they should have plenty of time with 5 minutes left for Diego to win. He needs like 2 turns. So even if it goes to time, he still has like 2 turns. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe. Constructive criticism, as always, is welcome in the comment section down below. And then feel free to check out links to my Twitch live stream, Facebook, Twitter, all kinds of stuff like that in the description below. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day and peace.